as a diehard fan of Sarah J. Maas's epic fantasy series, I'm left wondering why Hulu's upcoming adaptation of A Court of Thorns and Roses isn't the one that started it all, Throne of Glass. Don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled that these enchanting stories are coming to life on screen, but I believe that adapting Throne of Glass first would have been the perfect starting point for exploring the diverse fantasy realms Maas has created. Sarah J. Maas's initial fantasy series, Throne of Glass, was her debut into this genre, though it may not seem as mature as ACOTAR initially, and still it holds a cherished place in Maas's collection of works. The entire 7-book series of Throne of Glass would make an excellent starting point for exploring the intricate world building and vibrant characters in Maas's novels. Unfortunately, Hulu's initial attempt to transform this series into a production didn't progress, given that Maas Throne of Glass deserves adaptation before ACOTAR, especially since she hinted at potential crossovers in future A Court of Thorns and Roses installments. It's disappointing that project stalled. The television adaptation of Maas Throne of Glass, titled Queen of Shadows, was initially planned in 2016, with Hulu confirming the adaptation a few years following the release of Empire of Storms. The author herself revealed an image of the pilot script on Instagram. Notable figures like Kira Snyder, known for The Handmaid's Tale and The 100, were involved as a writer, and Anna Forster was set to direct this project. It appears that the progress on the Throne of Glass TV show by Hulu has come to a halt, and there seems to be no further development since its certainly initial announcement in 2016. As a dedicated cinephile and an ardent fan of Maas works, I firmly believe that Throne of Glass would be the perfect entry point into the intricate tapestry on the Maasverse. This novel skillfully weaves numerous storylines while placing immense importance on its captivating fantasy backdrop. The political maneuvers and magical constructs presented in this series lay a solid foundation for Maas' subsequent works as she constructs the realms of Prythian and Midgard within the same cosmos. In a TV adaptation, the unfolding storyline would keep viewers captivated because they could gradually grasp the fundamental principles and history behind the Maasverse. For example, the central plot of Throne of Glass introduces the concept of weird gates, which helps establish a multiverse aspect that is common to all 3 of Maas's Robin book series. If the ACOTAR adaptation stays true to its source material, it will be essential to clarify the mechanics of this multiverse, something only Throne of Glass has managed so far. As a devoted reader of all things cinematic, I can't help but notice the intriguing connections between Sarah Maas' later book series and her earlier masterpiece, Throne of Glass. She's hinted at the tantalizing prospect of a crossover on more than one occasion. In fact, the central character from Crescent City, Bryce, has made an appearance in Prythian, as seen in House of Flame and Shadow. It's even possible that the next installment of A Court of Thorns and Roses could delve deeper into this fascinating crossover dynamic being for Given Throne of Glass's extensive exploration of the multiverse narrative, it seems prudent to adapt it before diving into ACOTAR for the sake of our collective understanding and enjoyment of these interwoven worlds. Um, it's quite plausible that Hulu, when adapting A Court of Thorns and Roses, might decide to deviate from the books for this specific plot line, but such changes could potentially stir controversy. Um, Although the multiverse aspect isn't introduced until later in the ACOTAR series, it's a crucial element that Hulu will have to thoughtfully prepare for in advance. With Hulu's production still in its early stages, there's a chance they might consider reviving a Throne of Glass adaptation before or alongside their A Court of Thorns and Rose's adaptation. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for more engaging content. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,